I'm putting this video right here on my coffee table. Oops. I have to turn it the right way, that helps. And then I'm standing back here. I could turn the lights on. I think sometimes when people do videos, they do videos and you see the videos and you have a tendency to watch the person instead of actually getting involved with what they're saying. So that's why I'm leaving this room. It's kind of dark. Besides that, I'm in my grubbies this morning. It's 5 o'clock and I have to work later this afternoon at 3, but I'm just here in my grubby clothes, as you can see. I'm going to speak in a language again this morning. It's I guess a light language, and I don't need to meditate to do it. It just comes out of me. And by the way, sometimes sometimes you might see orbs or something like that if the lights are down and not so high. I could put the light on in my camera, but for these videos I don't do that because it will grow dim after a while, even though it's an iPhone that's recording. And you think, well, maybe you pay enough for an iPhone, maybe their light should last, their flash or whatever it's called, but it's not as, it does tend to dull over time. I've noticed that. Anyway, I will talk. Aki yun mo dete be tatala berkode le bergen no to kasi kia do si ti chi tala mira tota ata tala berkon ala te berkon shin shi na yetsa sa do ko ekin anata sakir porte di le berelo bari na mo ko ta pata di le menekia to ke ishiki anen pata le berko to tala bara ata kasi ro tala asiki porti shiki no no ta shiki no no tai to le po akana rienta tala berke as okay ishiki no dala berke to sa seniri mararia. Doke I sekunde to så hierna man vet ka så är på kan råd que no konto te I runki no lo beato vai ayata con il mina lo hiera poca así que no tole perché no ro pa kan rieta shikino to te do e shikona te chochane le bo a kan rieta tale dia doke si na notai así que por lo beta casi ni bea cocaína ki ira para lo ver man caso qua Ayer que hända mata talbele koina na. Asa lo yero market chiki. Asa ko tai ata to labere no ni na bata kiro. Asa ke mo you do it vai chiki no to tai yero marokate to labere da yero maraka aso akaso aya. O koi. Toto ke to to lamene tata. Asa yero manene bele lede ka. Asa le bata yero maraka te da le bata to cheni. Ishika ta lamene yete ka. To si no marole te ke. Ga yero maro yero maraka. Asile beliridi mulaka asile berta joy en itai educazione ne parte le per con le che ha to chi scinna da vir bara era casele me ko chine maraga ake to ta do che yene mara e patato le per kin da che shikia asile bero le che hanno to che si va la yere mara ko si che to le da yere botta tare asike shun asike yo tale per ko da di me lo yere mara e to ko si che hanno ka ko akan ro ere pa kan ne che to che si matan asile bero ko I che no da che so delle perché no da che so era ma che so già ci ne mira to asile bero to da me to che si per ko la be da che si lo ria pa che a che ui no per che le per ko da io no per ko da per che ta la rila a da ma da papa pira ro era a da bene chi no ri mi la papa pa giro per ria pa da ne che so era perché da lo ro ira pa to da ka no ko a che da ta ti ni ro ira pa ka o shi no ma da ta le per ko ina Asate te le meni duta ti da che na do che si ci ne me su eta ti ka no o che da ka aka ira ko ata na la bele le ira ma ka da be ta ka asate do ira ma ka ta to le bele ko ne ci ina mo ka aki po ira pa che ne me lo le bele ira ma ka asite pro le be ka no guira bo ko ki to ci ne ne ce ce le ke asite bo le perché no ro che ce che asite inda le bele ro le pa ka ne ro che so ri asite po che io mo ko e da che di bele che ti ne ma ka so Zino ma che to beri che to la perché non vai tata a se ko to e ko le bere ko e tata la bere lo che Joi itandria pa to la bere che andare che so le perché non è che ta se ni me ci c'è andare ba tata le bere perché andare ko se itai a se che so ne chukoi andare pa to che so koi andare te Okay, lo china ko era bakana ko siti pota la brigena caso grieta fataya. Aso ko ala tish ko era marake suente tadina mena tata si to lo mena ko a shi ana tichi ko a yuta tare no ki tiro le bere ko lo bereka. Atata para ko lo be na ta ko shiki na roke. Shi da tare mena ko atata si do ci lo mena ko lo bereka la epoca nota ta iro po occasione ki iro ona ta kesto tare berkita ta bere ko na re ya ta che ataya. Doki jina manaka asetaliti in koi. Atali boy in kia. Asetare mi ko aki anata. Asetali de mina ko ateshuke ita shikir mana yembata ina manako kito no ne dicho. Asige mono atai adake nota edake shuke nota. In a book nota yellow. If you see me moving my hands, it's because for some reason I try to keep them down, but I can't because it seems to want to use sign language or something along with it, which then the voice actually slows down because I can't move my hands fast enough to keep up with the voice. I do not know what I'm saying, but that's not unusual because they said if it's actually in the form of an earthen language, like a language we know, it could be French, English, German, whatever it might be, it doesn't have the same energy to it as another speaking different words at a different rate in different sounds. So it's and to translate into English would be impossible, or into French, or into one of the Asian languages, or into one of the Middle East languages. It would not be the same at all. And so this language carries a lot more information than what any of our, I don't know if I should use the word earthbound languages carry, but anyway, that's it. And you get to the point where if you speak it enough, and I'm really remiss in speaking it, I should be speaking it every day, and I don't. I get busy, I work full time, and just don't do it. And it has changed. It's tended to evolve differently. It's much different than it was when I first started speaking it. And I write it also. I don't know if I'm writing it, but I'm writing some kind of a language. And I don't do that near as much as I should. I used to write and I just fill page after page after page after page. And yes, I always wrote right to left. I didn't ever go right to left. Some people think if you're doing a foreign or an obvious unknown language, you're going to write it in a different pattern, but I always wrote right to left. And sometimes my writing has gotten a little bit sloppier. I can't seem to control the writing like I used to, because it will tend to want to take over and start writing when I'm signing my name or something, or just writing down things, so I have to control the pen. Also, speaking the language, sometimes if somebody says something to me, I've actually answered them in this other language. Gosh, I have no idea why. It just comes out naturally. And I'm not a great foreign language person. It's difficult for me to learn foreign languages, so I mean they don't come easy. I certainly, even though I took French in school, I certainly don't answer people in French. So I'm not sure where that comes from. Anyway, here I am in my grubbies. I hope that some of you, which I've had numerous people tell me they understand what I'm saying, but I hope I can be of some benefit to you who might understand the language, or even just listening to the energy that comes from it, you might get something out of it. Okay, you guys, I'm going to shut my camera off.